Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Nancy Mace just tore apart a bunch of bullying liberals on live television, and wow, it was fantastic to watch. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, guys, please go ahead, check the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. Use that, go there, hit subscribe absolutely for free. It really helps us keep spreading the conservative message. Nancy Mace was on CNN last night, and the only word I could think of was absolute bullying. I was watching live, and I'm jumping out of my seat cheering for her because they're telling her she mispronounced Kamala Harris's name, and somehow that's white supremacy, and it's racism, and it's all the key words that Democrats do to change the subject and shut down an argument they're not winning. What did Nancy Mace do? She did what I've explained to you guys many times what you should do when confronted with a similar situation. She stood her ground. She refused to play their gotcha game. She refused to play it, and she did it with a smile on their face as they're screaming and pulling their hair out of their heads and yelling at this woman. Two grown men yelling at this woman, just say yes, badgering her. She just stood there with a smile on her face. No, I won't say yes. And then my favorite part was at the end where they said to her, she goes, well, you're talking to a woman this way? And he goes, you're talking about a black woman that way, as if black woman made it worse than just regular woman. And then Nancy Mace pops out with, what are you talking about, a woman? She doesn't even know what a woman is. She can't define a woman. It was golden. This should be taught in a conservative class on how to argue with liberals. It was spot on, perfect. I want you to watch this video. Let me know what you think in the comments.
In a Cape Cod-style house painted in red, white, and blue in Virginia, CNN's Ellie Reeve met with a black Trump supporter who runs a MAGA merchandise store. It sells everything from Confederate flag bathing suits to white privilege credit cards.
Every woman ought to have one of these. It's one of those things that when people see one, then they want one. Same thing with the Confederate hat. You know why? Because people don't think you have the nerve to do it.
Ellie Reeve is here joining us at the table. So interesting. I mean, she seems to get great joy out of being sort of like a non-traditional face of MAGA Confederate merchandise.
Yeah, I asked her if she liked being provocative, and she said yes, but then corrected herself and said it was unifying for her to have the Confederate flag, that when people felt that something of theirs was controversial, it brought them together to hear someone like her say that it was okay.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this, because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
So now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to accomplish it.
You are intending that
your
I am
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala Harris is part and parcel of a tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you just?
I'm
not calling you a racist. I'm telling you what the practice is.
You are. You absolutely are.
Let me get in here.
No, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor.
This gentleman said, I didn't know her name. He's trying to do it.
Is her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
white women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is, to tell them they're not real women.
25 years
ago, care for your babies.
25 years ago, I became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military college of South Carolina. I fought my way through it.
So pronounce her name right.
Let me
actually pronounce her name right.
Kamala Harris. If
Kamala. You said
we don't call you Nancy Mace.
It's Kamala. You're doing this on purpose, Congresswoman.
That's disrespectful.
You can't expect people to respect your service if you don't respect
and walked that stage 25 years ago,
You're a white woman
she would have taken that achievement away from women.
Dyson, let me get in here because I want to play one more bit from Ellie's piece because it does have something to do with this, believe it or not. Listen to this.